Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the Checkered flag show. And my God, we got a packed show for you tonight. We've got loads of news, drivers, market news. We've got the Italian Grand Prix preview, all squeezed into this show. So make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit that share button as well. Really, really important you do that. And if you know anyone that loves F1, get them to check out the channel. It's really, really important. I've got to change the green screen on this, so give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to change it to that. There we are. That's more like it. Yes. Hi all. How are you? Late. Nah. I'll put it back myself, so it's okay. Only joking. Big up. Who's getting second Alfa Romeo seat? Giovinazzi at the freeze. We'll go through that in a minute. Bottas to go with Alfa Romeo. Yeah, we've already said that earlier in the week when it was announced. Leclerc better than Russell. I'm not too sure about that, mate. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good anyway. Yes. But yeah. No, sorry. What I'm saying is that I think Leclerc's that good, right? But he's not better than. I don't think he's. I think they're level par. They're not like the same, if you know what I mean. They were. How do I put this? They're on the same level. They're on the same level for me. So, but there you go. But yeah, please do smash that like button and subscribe. It's really, really, really important you do that. So, obviously, the big talking point, first of all, is Russell. Russell has been rewarded for his hard work since joining Williams in 2019, right, to get the hottest seat in town since Bottas has joined Alfa Romeo, which is the Mercedes seat in partnering Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's come out and said how it's great, how great it is to have Russell in the team, and he looks forward to working with him. So anyone that's, let's say, Hamilton doesn't want in Russell in that seat, go stick your head up your backside, right, and work out and actually talk on F1, man, right, because what you're talking about is complete rubbish. What you talk about is complete rubbish. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Leclerc is inconsistent. He's inconsistent. I don't think he's inconsistent, mate. I don't think he's not inconsistent. He's been consistently good all season, right? And even if he is inconsistent, like it's only his 2018, 2019, 2020, fourth year in Formula One, right? Now Hamilton, he started in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, and then the 2011 season where no matter what he tried to do, he always ended up hitting someone, right? So yeah, that was his fifth season. So drivers have that time to develop. So Charlie with Bruno, does Charlie win the Bruno shirt as he loves him better than Grealish? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Like, make sure to keep sharing the stream and make sure people watch, because it could be tonight. It could be no. It will be tonight. It's either this stream or the next stream. See how we go. Going to be another Bottas. No, Russell's not going to be another Bottas. Right, he wiped the floor with him in Sakia, which proves to me he's got the capabilities to fight Hamilton. Russell will be future number one for sure. Of course he will. Of course he will. He's the future. Hamilton's now. So I think Science has been the better driver. Well, not really, because Leclerc stuck it on pole twice. and obviously with a slower car, he wasn't going to keep the lead. So for me, I can't really go down that route because over qualifying for me, he's edged it with those two pole positions, and he's also consistently scored points and sometimes even got on the podium. I don't think Science has got on the podium yet. But there you go. Yank talking smack. Is it just me who thinks Sonoda didn't deserve to be already confirmed for next year? That's a good point. I would say it's his first season. No. To be honest, I don't want to say that. To be honest, I don't think we should say that. To be honest, it's his first season in Formula One. He's got a lot to learn. If we just dump drivers after their first season, so their poor start to their poor first season, you'll find a lot of drivers without any sort of place in motorsport. So for me, we can't. You can't like have a go at him and say like he's had a crap season because it's his first one. If it was his third one down the line, yeah, all right, mate, I'll get your point. But his first season, come on, man, come on. True, yeah. Lewis and Max are so close to each other. It's going to be a great battle to the championship. Of course it is. It's going down to the wire, and that's the end of it. Gasly has been amazing. Sonoda has been dreadful, cost the team so much money with Rex, and acted like a prick for the first half of the season. Well, again, like I said, he's got a lot to learn, right? But we can't just throw it away, just chuck him aside after one season. Come on, respectable, competitive, and good for their first season. Everyone has different personalities. Charlie, only Alfa Romeo left to confirm who's going to be next to Bottas. Is the grid confirmed for next season? Well, let's have it. We'll go through that in a sec because obviously I'm gonna go get through the news. I've got to get through the news. So Russell. So I'm gonna check obviously Twitter and Mercedes. Mercedes. So let's have a look. So just trying to find where. Tell you what, for a team they do post a lot, don't they? Yes, there you go. Hamilton put this on his Instagram. He is a great example to all kids out there that dreams do come true when you chase them wholeheartedly. Through the hard work, he has rightly earned his spot in our team. I look forward to seeing him grow as a driver with this great team, and working with him to raise Mercedes AMG F1 higher. See you next year. That was his comment. I want to go to obviously another one where it shows a picture of Lewis Hamilton just starting his F1 career. Let's have a look. I want to take a moment to welcome George Russell to the team. I remember meeting him when he was young, dreaming of one day being a Formula One driver, and I'd only just reached my own dream of becoming an F1 driver. So I know what exactly this day means and how much it will how much it will feel for him. So yeah, obviously, big out, and so according to George, it's a huge opportunity and one I want to grab with both hands, but I'm under no illusions as to the scale of the challenge. It's going to be a steep learning curve. Of course you are. You're going from someone where no one's expect you to like massively, no one's expected you to be at the front of the grid. You move into a team where you're expected to be at the front of the grid and pump the laps out. This is all hypothetical. We could be sitting in next year, and all of a sudden, Mercedes have got a crap car, if you know what I mean. So, in the end, and I'll just bring this down. So, but in the end, it's down to whether, it's down to whether teams, how everyone gets off the starting blocks next season. That's how it depends. So, but yeah, keep smashing that like and share button. So many of you. So notice a lot of Man United fans in the chat. They're desperate. They want this shirt. I'm telling you. Norris done that one. Bad to see Kimi go. He is a legend for sure. What's bad is that his last Grand Prix at Monza, he's not going to be able to do because of COVID. He's not been cleared, and he's not being the last Ferrari World Champion. He's going to get a massive He would have got a massive reception, but he hasn't had the chance, and he's have to stay away. So that's a shame. That is a shame. Mazepin should go. Even Mick is now calling for the FIA to investigate and penalise him. Yeah, that move was just stupid. Would you say Schumacher is better than Tsunoda? Of course he is. He's just in a crap car. Also, I knew that all the time long. Hate that Kimi won't get the Tifosi send off he deserves this weekend. Absolutely, exactly what I said. Who thinks Gio should be on the grid? I think Giovinazzi's done an amazing job this season to give him a shout of staying in the team. He's out-qualified his teammate. He's outperformed his teammate. So yeah, I wouldn't be jumping up and down saying that's out of order if they kept him for another season. But it depends what Alfa Romeo want to do and what also Ferrari want to do, because they put their academy drivers in there because they supply the engines for Alfa. So there was rumors, but I don't think it was ever going to happen. Give him 1 more year in the Haas, and maybe he moves up when Alonso leaves, and there's another big reshuffle. They won't put him in that car anyway because of the Renault engine, so they won't do it. Schumacher and Mazepin gone. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna move on to what else? I'm gonna move on to Albon. Now, everyone thought the Mercedes might put a block on Albon getting the seat of Williams, but he has been confirmed as being George Russell's replacement. And this is what I said originally. When Kimi retired, I said at the time, this will spark a chain of events. All it takes is one announcement in the driver's market for the whole thing to start playing like musical chairs, right? For then the other, there's another team where the driver leaves and joins Alfa Romeo to give him this to take the seat. Or they call someone up from F2, or they. I mean, I'd rather do the F2 thing, to be honest, but I would say, like I said before, like I just said, is if you've been dominating in your own formulas, and I think Leclerc was in that first season his F2 career. If you've been dominating in it, you deserve everything you get when you get into it. But Albon, yeah, definitely has been confirmed as a Williams driver for next season. I'm just going to quickly bring up the announcements. Share screen. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, people. Right, it depends. Right, get more viewers in. Right, because right, if it's not this evening, if it's not this stream, then it's the 8 p.m. stream. Right, the brand new Man United home shirt with Bruno Fernandes on the back. Right, Bruno Fernandes. Right, and it's an official licensed product as well. Before anyone says anything. Right, great prize to win. So make sure you do so. It's really important to us if you do that. Share the stream as well, so more people have a chance of winning. So yeah. So Alex Albon. Alexander Albon, Anglo Thai F1 driver, signs for Williams season for 2022. Brilliant. It's brilliant to have him back in the sport. I don't think it was ever going to be quick enough with Ben Verstappen, right, to be honest. Unfortunately, I think the thing is that team is so suited to Verstappen and giving what Verstappen wants. They seem to forget the second driver. So the second driver is always on the back foot because the team's wholeheartedly behind Verstappen rather than giving everyone an equal shot at the start of the season and see how it pans out. Now, obviously, McLaren are a great believer in giving everyone a chance, but in the end, it has cost them championships. It cost Hamilton the championship in 2007, I believe, as well as other factors as well. So, yeah, it's nice to see him back in the sport. He looks like a nice guy as well, and yeah, it looks like the TV is confirmed for another season. So yeah, but it's like a but it's like I said before, like there's so many positions, right? When you screw up and you get knocked out of the sport, like he did do at the end of last season, it's always going to be difficult getting back into Formula One, right? Unless you outperform everyone when you do test runs, when you do testing or reserve drive, or you take off an FP1 on FP2. That's probably like the only time you get to show them how much pace you got or how much you can listen to instructions in doing long runs and stuff like that. It's the only chance you'll get, and you got to grab it with both hands. A bit like what George Russell has done. He made the effort. Once I saw that Belgian Grand Prix and he got second on the grid, which looked like it was going to be pole at one point, I felt that that confirmed it. If it wasn't agreed beforehand, that performance in Belgium, despite the fact rain stopped us having a race, that's shown to everyone and obviously most importantly to Mercedes and Total Wolff, that he deserves to stay in the sport. Simple. And it'll be a crime. It will be a crime if he doesn't get in. Simple as that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and see what the driver lineups are for like F1. Right. Nope. Right. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the teams because I think someone said about it earlier. So I do apologize. about whether, I think it was, is the grid confirmed for next season? So I think someone tried to answer that. Who is it? Charlie Oath, only Alfa Romeo left to confirm who's going to be with Bottas. Well, that's not exactly true. Unless Haas have come out and said who they're putting in 2022. They haven't come out with anything yet. Right, they expect him to return to come back next season. So no, Haas haven't confirmed anyone yet. They haven't confirmed anyone yet. So anyone that says that the driving lineup's completed for the next season, it hasn't. So I'm gonna give you the rundown of what the lineup looks like. Then I'm gonna move on because I'm gonna move on to Kimi. And talk a little bit about his career as well as his current state at the minute. Quickly show this. Yeah. So driver lineups. All right. Alfa Romeo Racing, Valtteri Bottas, and obviously to be announced as his second driver's seat is still to be announced. Who's going to take it? Sorry. AlphaTauri Red Bull, or AlphaTauri, sorry. Pierre Gasly and Tsunoda, so they keep both of them. Alpine, a lot with Alonso, we know is just on another 1 year deal. And Esteban Ocon said he's wanting to try and stay in his team as long as possible. Then we've got the Works Ferrari. But actually, do you know what? Sorry, I misread that. So I'll go back to that in a minute before I have my say on that, or thinking about my say on that. So Aston Martin, which was next. Sebastian Vettel obviously has been confirmed for another season. Who's going to partner him? Is Stroll going to get another chance with his dad in charge? Obviously, being the majority shareholder. So Aston Martin, or Alonso or Hamilton. Wicked. Bottas? No. And finally, we're going to ask you, Rich. I was going to ask you actually, Rich, what am I saying? I was going to ask someone in the chat, anyone in the chat, if, how do I put this? Who do you think is going to get the seats left available? So you've got Aston Martin with 1 seat available, Alfa Romeo, the 2 Haas Ferraris. Those are the seats available in a minute. Everyone else has been confirmed. Leclerc has been confirmed for Ferrari, along with Sainz. McLaren has as well with Ricciardo and Norris. Mercedes are now getting George Russell in their team, so that's all done and confirmed with Hamilton signing another 2-year deal. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez obviously confirmed for another season. And obviously Williams, we just talked about Albon getting that seat as well. So yeah, so at the minute, there's still a fair few seats to be available to go and grab. So we'll have to wait and see how it pans out. Trying to think where I was in the chat, wasn't I? Yeah, honestly, yeah, sorry. I honestly think Schumacher is better, but in a worse. Yeah, I've said that one. Sorry, I do so apologise. Some of the grid is confirmed. Gio definitely deserves to have a spot next year. Gets better and better each Grand Prix, and that's the thing. Right, these drivers are getting the experience they need, and the longer they stay in it, the more they start improving. The more it becomes more difficult to stay in, to get new blood into the sport. Unless you really stand out. And also what Hamilton said in his Hamilton Commission, if these teams stop putting themselves to constructors at first and start looking at the drivers, because the drivers are getting screwed. That's twice now. It's yeah, it's always a challenge. Like, what am I saying? It's I mean, like every season, it's going to be a challenge to try and improve what they've done already. If you see what I mean, but these drivers I seem to match it, and it makes it even more difficult to get in the sport and more of a challenge to get in the sport as well. Like, so damn, wasn't there rumors about Mick Schumacher to Alfa Romeo? There was there was rumors, but I don't think it was ever going to happen. Give him one more year in the Haas, and maybe he moves up when Alonso and leaves, and there's another big reshuffle. I think, is that Schumacher you're talking about? Because if that's Schumacher, I don't think it'll happen. He's under the Ferrari Academy, so that's why he's at Haas in the first place. So for me, he would go. I hate to say this. Senna. Right, get back in line. I think with F1, because I think he deserves an opportunity there. But I don't think Schumacher will go to an Alpine. He won't. He won't go to an Alpine. He won't. Schumacher and Mazepin, get Mazepin gone. Everyone says we get Mazepin gone. To be honest, I want it. Lol. Albon versus Lewis again. I want Lewis to win his number 8 championship and break the record. I think a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that don't, but like stuff those people. Like in the end, they're the middle minority who don't care and probably are jealous of the fact they don't get to race Formula One cars. Damn it, winning that. Right, just talking amongst yourselves. Right, actually, this one, yeah, Lewis has to do it this season. As next season will be harder with Russell with him. That's a good point. New blood, right? Fast, young, future Mercedes sort of leader. So yeah, but I think also the thing that George Russell needs to do is not so much respect, like all the respect in the world. You're just going to jump out the way for Lewis Hamilton every time it comes near you because the team orders, but like have it. But I still like he's not. I don't feel Hamilton will have it easy, but Russell will spend this season, next season, trying to give up, trying to, how do I put this? Learn what it takes to be in a big team. He's already been in the team. He's been in that environment, but to do it on the weekly basis or fortnightly basis, that's difficult. So it's going to take a lot of mentality as well as it's going to be more mentally a mental battle between the two of them, because Hamilton has got an impeccable mentality, which is probably why he's won 7 titles. But it's now, how does he deal with this young pretender, as they say? So, but George Russell said he's there to learn as much as he can, as well as perform well for the team. And luckily, Bottas, who's now gone to Alpha, I think the decision was made, and I think that they might have they might have gone out and celebrated the fact that Russell's been announced in the team. But there you go. But we're going to move on to the Italian Grand Prix now. Obviously, this is this weekend, and the difference between other weekends to this weekend is that they're trying the F1 sprint race again. So if you didn't know what the F1 sprint race is, it's their trial format to see if doing qualifying on Friday evening, a race in the early evening, then the actual sorry, my mind's gone blank. Yeah, so yeah. This sprint race, be interesting to see how it plays out in this circuit, because obviously you've got longer straights, DRS zones, more chances for overtaking. So maybe we'll actually get a proper race, because I've already said this season, I don't know why they're doing it this season, because the cars can't follow each other. You saw it in the Silverstone Grand Prix, which is probably what culminated in what happened to Max and Lewis in the next race. But you can tell already these teams were struggling to keep up with each other. So why the hell was were they trying to do a sprint race back in that Grand Prix? Makes no sense. For me, this would be a much better example. So, but to be honest, it could be whether they do this format permanently or they do it for certain Grand Prix where you can overtake. So maybe they don't do it for Silverstones, but they'll do it for Austria, maybe, or they'll try and do it for Germany. Maybe they do one into Lagos, by the way. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe. I don't think anyone from Brazil has really had a chance of winning that race, but yeah, it's going to be different, and it's going to be difficult to adjust again to doing a qualifying on Friday, like F1 sprint on the Saturday, and then Sunday. Then Sunday, obviously, is the big race. For those who don't know what the F1 sprint is, it's basically their trial of doing adding more entertainment for the F1 in a Grand Prix weekend for fans that are going, which is you have one practice session on Friday, then you do qualifying. It sets the grid for the sprint race, which is a 30-minute, 100-kilometer dash from lights to finish, no pit stops. Like you see in also F2 in the second race, but unlike this season where it's actually 2 sprint races in that category. But yeah, so you've got that with the sprint race after qualifying sets that, and then say if you're doing well in your first position, great. If you're tired and blows up and you end up in a wall and you end up out of the race, that means you're going to start at the back of the grid, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The FIA have given out more money to the teams to be able to cover the costs of running the Grand Prix in their teams. So yeah, but I love to see how it works at Monza, because I love Monza. Monza's such a legendary circuit. Like, you watch them build speed and they're about 220 mile an hour down the straight, and you're like, mate, honestly, I don't even want to know what that's like. Because I had that of like, but doing it like in a game is never going to be quite the same. But watching these drivers go so fast down a straight and be able to pick up their braking points and be able to brake into turn one, which is literally stopping. It's like stopping. It is, compared to the speed they're doing. Within about 100-meter board, they've got just before the 100-meter board, they've got a brake all the way down to second gear to make the apex, the next corner. The reaction time is insane. These drivers are on another level compared to most of us. So, but yeah, the speeds and some of the characteristics of the circuit are just incredible. Classic track as well. So, I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this Grand Prix. What do you think? Like, are you looking forward to this Grand Prix? Do you think Hamilton will bounce back and get a win? I'm hoping so. I do feel that Mercedes will pull something out of the bag, but you never know. So, big up, everyone. Big up, buddy. Big up, mate. Big up. When is the next race? Well, we've had one on Friday. We're having one tomorrow, which is just the Ferrari. And then we're presented with, I think, it's this weekend, and then 2 weeks later is then Singapore? No, Russia. 2 weeks time after that. So Stroll for Aston Martin has kept keeping the same. I don't know. I got a feeling Stroll will stay in that seat anyway because his dad owns the company anyway. Stroll for Aston Martin keeping this. Hopefully Hamilton wins. I'm hoping so. He needs to bounce back. Lewis will win. He loves a good sprint. Yeah, we said that though in the last sprint, so you can never tell. So let's quickly. I'm gonna go through what I predict who's gonna be at the top and at the bottom of my tier maker. So this is a prediction, by the way. Yes, people can say I'm using other things, but yeah, I'm using this predictor to sort of predict what's going to happen in this Grand Prix. So let me just try and find it. Tier maker. Smash the like button and subscribe. It's really important you do that. Please do share the content. Please do that. Do hit that like button as well. You are raising money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation just by watching, but please do so by donating via the Just Giving page, or donate by giving the money, or just via a super chat, or a membership scheme. So my account. How am I looking at this? Trying to find it. There it is. Right. Reset. Right. Let's share the screen. Lewis will win. He loves to be in good. I've already read that one. But it's all right saying he loves a good sprint, but I don't really bother about the sprint. Where you should get 3 points for it. I'm more about the race itself. So let's have a look. Oh, what am I doing? Give it a. Let's have a look. Close that one. Share. Come on, share screen. Come on, I got all day. Honestly, so here we are. So I'm going to start with the Haas, and the Haas for me is just going to be a miserable weekend, to be honest. I just don't see anything from them. I just don't see it. So I think Mick Schumacher might be okay, actually. He might be able to pull something out of the bag. I don't think he'll get through to Q2, but there's less chance of big mistakes made by someone in their rookie season. So trash for Mazepin. He's just going to end up at the back of the grid again. So I mean, Mick Schumacher this season has walked him off the circuit. He's outdriven him so many times. I'm not talking about Arsenal. This is an F1 stream. If you want to talk about Arsenal, then come back when I'm doing an Arsenal stream or doing a preview or review. But if you want to contribute to what we're talking about here, please do so and get in the comments. So yes, where am I at? There it is. So Alfa Williams, sorry. I think Williams will have an okay race, to be honest. I think I'll put Russell nice up. I think he will. Not him. Sorry, George Russell, his teammate. Where is he? There. I think he'll have a bang average, to be honest. The reason I say bang average is because I've seen how many drivers I've seen is where they get good news about joining a bigger team, and then they get bitten. Like Albon did, Sergio Perez did. The only one that hasn't is Gasly, and look at the performances he's putting in. So maybe wishing in, maybe Gunther Steiner wishing the team luck is kind of actually a bad thing. So have a look. Did I put the car up there as well? Yeah, I did. Alfa Romeo. So Kimi. I think Kimi will have an okay race, to be honest. I think Kimi will do well. So we'll have to wait and see how it pans out this weekend. Giovinazzi, I think, will outperform him. So he gets a bang average, but only slightly. He's been outperforming him most of the season anyway. So then we're going to move to AlphaTauri. Spinoda, not Sinoda. I'm going to put Mazepin, bang average, Gasly. Gasly, sorry. I think he'll have a good weekend. He always does well. Don't forget, this time last season, in the last Italian Grand Prix season, the last Italian Grand Prix, sorry, like Gasly won it. So, like, I'm expecting him to do great things in this one as well. AlphaTauri, good weekends. What next? Alpine for me. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put. No. Alpine, I would say, would have a. I think it would be okay. I don't think it'd be poor, but I think it'd be okay. The car's not really got the pace. Then we're going to move to. We've got that one, David Croft. Alpine, yes, Alpine next. I think Alonso will do well. He's always done well at Monza, especially with his starts. Esteban Ocon, I think it will be bang average, to be honest. I'll put him in the badge under. Good. There you go. There you go. All right, let's have it. Make sure you let me know if you agree or disagree, please. It's really important you do so. Smash the like, smash the share button, and subscribe. Really important you do that. Trying to find my mouse is there. It is. There you go. So we're going to move to Aston Martin, and I'm not impressed, to be honest. Yeah, Gasly had a very good weekend last season. I expect more of the same this season. Sorry, Lance Stroll. Okay. I think Vettel will beat him in this race, in this qualifying. So, Aston Martin in that case will get the same level as Harry Kane. Sorry, will get the same level in terms of the rating for that game, for the last game for the last race. Sorry. Ferrari next, and Charles Leclerc. Good, very good. Oh shit! Sorry about that. Science, I think it's gonna have another good weekend. So good weekend all round for Ferrari. Then lastly, I'm gonna go for. Not lastly, sorry. And then I've got to go McLaren. Sorry, McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo. I'm just gonna expect the ball. I want him to do well. Like, to be honest, I'm doing these realistically. I'm not deluded. Right? But Ricciardo is frustrating me, man. He is. He really is. Like, it's like we tried everything and it ain't worked. I think he will. Yeah, I think Daniel Weekend will have another poor weekend. Norris will have another very good weekend. Right. Well, actually, I'm going to put in top class. I think he'll have an outstanding weekend again. So I'm going to put McLaren for me. Good. Then Alfa Romeo. Then it's going to be Red Bull. Sorry, I'm going to talk about Alfa Romeo. What am I on about? I'm thinking about Alpha Tauri Red Bull, aren't I? Red Bull. Sorry, my bad. Red Bull, and I'm going to go. Sergio Perez is going to have a okay. I don't expect him to do anything. It's the problem. Like, he doesn't seem to understand that being understands. In this race, like, I just don't see anything from Perez in a minute. I don't see him performing. So Max Verstappen, I think, will have a top class weekend. For me, it puts Red Bull on about then finally, now I've done the Raging Bulls. Why would I put Raging Bulls in there? I was supposed to put them there, sorry. Yeah, sorry. But a very good weekend again, Red Bull. Right. Sorry if I'm a bit slow. Sorry. Infusion today's knocked me out for 6. So if I am a bit slow, I do apologise. Then Mercedes, we got Bottas. I think Bottas will have a good Grand Prix because he wants to try and prove something to him before he goes. I don't know why. Mercedes, put Bottas there. Hamilton, I think, is going to be class of the field, and he needs to be. He needs to win this race. So that's important to do, though. That's important to be there. So, and then Mercedes in total will be. Will it be? We'll put it top class. Right, so the weekend to be. Yeah, he'll be the one to beat for sure. But those are my predictions, right? As you can see, right, varied. Let us know if you agree or disagree. We'll check these ones, and we'll do like the actual review when we do the review later on, and after the Grand Prix, we'll go through these to see if I was correct or not. My doubt is I'm not, to be honest. But you never know. You never know. But yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's going to wrap it up, to be honest. Make sure to smash the like and share button, please. It's really, really important you do so. It really does help. Share the stream with as many people that you like F1 as possible. Also, anyone that likes football or F1 content. Please, please, please do that. Help us try and grow this F1 community as well. And we're back tomorrow back this evening, sorry, with the 8 p.m. stream. And you want to tune in for this stream at 8 p.m. because this winner of this will be announced and it will be picked out by someone in the chat. So you better make sure you are there 8 p.m. to try and win this. So, but yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back at 8. And in terms of F1, we're back. When are we back in terms of F1 side of things? Try and keep the things separate, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. So yeah, what am I saying? So yeah, I was gonna wrap it up. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, make sure to smash the like and share button, like I said with the F1. That's what I was trying to look at when the F1 when we're back with F1. Trying to think, when are we? Trying to look it down here. Let's have a look. We're back. Oh yeah, we're back tomorrow. We're qualifying because of the new format. So qualifying the F1 is tomorrow at 4:45. The stream starts. 5 p.m. qualifying starts. Then Saturday is the sprint race watch along. Make sure you check that out. And then after that, it is. What is it after that? What is after that? Then we've got the race itself. Yeah, we've got the race itself. But make sure you check all those out all over the weekend because they're going to be quality streams. But make sure to smash the like, share button, and subscribe. And guys, we'll see you at 8 p.m. Until then, take care. Bye.